Hey friends, it's Kip Icon and welcome back to Kip Plays DanganRonpa. In the last episode we did all the investigating we could, and now whether we're ready or not, it's time for the class trial. So without further ado, it's about time we open those fancy doors.
Yo!
You're late, Makoto! We've all been waiting for you! I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Do you all believe it was me? So they really are convinced I did it. But hate that we have to see this image so much. But I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us? Well, that's what Monokuma said.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
So we have yet to see this courtroom that he's talking about. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time has finally come.
Oh.
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Oh wow, look at this! This is quite the courtroom. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close, it's total S.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down! Hurry up now, hurry up! We did what he said and found our seats. Well, they're not exactly seats, but alright. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. Ooh, that's gotta be intimidating, staring down someone right across from you who maybe committed a murder. Which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Or stood. There's a lot of fan service in this game. Anyway. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Oh no, and they also have the people who have died. We won't save just yet. The people who have died are technically still with us, and their faces are X'd out. Okay. So these are our truth bullets. Alright, we remember all this. We just did this. And set skills. Oh, these are the skills that we got. Lost in Thought. Increases the time limit for each phase. Effective during the class trial. Costs 3 SP and I have 10, so we'll do that one. And we'll also do Melodious Voice. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. Costs 3 SP. Well, we'll figure out what all this stuff means as we do the trial. Class trial, All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Well, we cannot let that happen, that's for sure.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Great tactic, Ishimaru,
Don't
great.
be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah, go for it. Oh,
What's going on with those pictures?
obviously it's a reminder to intimidate us
I
and make us feel
awful if
bad.
They got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Ugh.
Friendship penetrates?
Come on, Hifumi, this is important. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Is it for Monokuma or something?
No reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Oh my gosh, look, there's like a bear motif in the back on those supports there. Isn't that's really cool. That's a nice
That
detail.
about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sure. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse button. Alright, this is totally new gameplay than anything we've seen so far. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you'll automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during the arguments, you can review the controls. Alright. Well, we're off now. Make your argument! Okay, so our truth bullet is evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Oh, the reticle doesn't stand still. Like, I'm not even touching the mouse right now.
The murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Nope, that's not right.
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Okay, so there's a little lag. I love that. There's a little lag whenever you shoot the truth bullet, so I just have to get used to that.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Yep.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Oh, Chihiro, you're so adorable, but no.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
Ugh, can you imagine? That sounds like the worst way to die.
The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Oh, listen, Tagami, if you make Chihiro cry one more time, listen, just don't do it. Just don't do it!
What's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
It kinda is, Hifumi. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Well, it was the knife, right? Okay, kitchen knife set. That's our truth bullet.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
Right?
Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on.
Nope, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong. No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
That's right.
A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Ugh.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
That's what it is.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Come on.
Right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
To be fair, that is a good place to start.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Right, and we'll all die.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
Man, Kyoko is the voice of reason. I love her.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. That actually might be valuable because the reticle kind of like wobbles around a little bit, and there's a little bit of lag after you press the button to whenever the truth bullet hits. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun! Dang, this music is great! Bum 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 bum. Awie's account is our truth bullet.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Yeah.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret.
Nope, that's wrong. Someone was in the dining room, Toko.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
By the way, it's understated, but I think Toko's voice acting is excellent.
Well, what if I have a witness?
Ooga.
What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
That's right, Hina.
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall.
I don't have a face cam and you can't see, but I am dancing. Love this music.
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
There we go. There's that confidence we love.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Gotcha.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Oh.
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear.
Ah.
If there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
Yeah, that's a good question to ask. What if people do work together? How does that work?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Well, yeah, but that wasn't included in the rulebook, so, this would be quite a shock if there was an accomplice.
So in other words, two people can work together. but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Yeah, only one gets to
There's no way
graduate.
anyone would work together, right?
Right, that doesn't make, that wouldn't make sense.
What if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Thank you, Chihiro. That's my question too.
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Okay.
Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, you did.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Well, yeah, who was in the dining
Yeah,
hall,
some
Aoi?
Obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No, Aoi is too precious. She wouldn't do that.
I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
Oh?
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my
Aww.
tea.
Can I just say, I love that they're friends. I love Aoi and Sakura.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Come on, man. You don't know your own classmates?
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Because what?
Just spit it out already.
Yeah, come on.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
What? What? Wait a minute, what?
I got so scared thanks to those
Oh.
creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking. I just asked her to stay over.
Sorry, my head went somewhere there. Not that I don't ship them 100%.
Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
That is correct. That's what I was confused about earlier, but it makes sense to me now.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Ishimaru, sometimes I just want to put a piece of tape over your pretty, pretty mouth.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
Ay caramba.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Yeah, did you two see who was in the dining hall?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Wait, what? Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... Well, I mean, to be fair, Monokuma does teleport a lot, but... Yeah, it was Sayaka, I guess. Right?
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
Oh, that's a little bit of a twist.
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
Well, she was scared. I mean, maybe she took it for self-defense.
When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
Yeah, that's why she
As
grabbed it.
left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
Yep.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
Right, Makoto, we're on the same page.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Right, that means that the person who took the knife is not necessarily the killer.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die. By the way, I love how much voice acting there is in the class trials segments. This is awesome.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering.
Are you talking about the doorknob?
And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there.
Something was missing from the scene of the crime. Okay, that's different. That's not the doorknob. What was missing from the scene of the crime that should have been there?
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please. As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, then press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is. What is this? Oh. Okay. 4 letters. They're not talking about the doorknob. Are they talking? Oh, the lint roller. Oh, they're talking about hair. Yeah.
Now I understand.
So the killer used the lint roller to clean up their hair so that they wouldn't be caught, right?
There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Uh-huh.
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
That's a good
It
point.
wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Wait. But that doesn't make sense because there was a body, her body was in the bathroom. Why did they care about her hair on the floor?
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something.
Right.
with her body
Okay,
itself,
okay, good.
Not just her hair.
I thought I was missing something there for a minute.
Yes, very true, very true.
Come on, like you helped with any of this, Hifumi.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Ah, yeah, so it wasn't Sayaka's hair, it was their hair.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Mm-hmm.
Makoto isn't the culprit?
Of course not. Come on now, Chihiro. Tell me that at least you're on our side.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yeah, there are.
I would like to hear
like the
these
doorknob.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
Absolutely.
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
I gotta say, I was a little nervous about this since I set the logic difficulty to mean, but so far this is all making sense to me.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
Heck yeah, they did.
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Heck yeah, the killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proved it is... the bathroom door frame. Oh, no. I meant, oops, that was the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Right, it was the actual broken doorknob. Sorry, I was going too fast there.
I got it!
I got it!
The killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Uh-huh.
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken.
That's right.
See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
No.
If the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
That wasn't the only choice he had,
You still
dude.
don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. Oh no, that's like our HP. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck! Alright. Bathroom door frame is our truth bullet.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her.
Uh-huh.
And they got into the bathroom.
Yeah, but how did they get in there?
The killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Ah, that's it. Yeah, I just got it. I almost missed that one. I also shot it at the wrong one. I almost shot it at the bust the door down part.
After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
That's right.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
That's right.
Yep, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
Oh, the irony. I can hardly bear it. By the way, anytime I get to hear the Monokuma song, I'm happy.
That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
Oh. Wait, did the killer not know that they switched rooms or something?
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
One important detail? Something the killer didn't know. For some reason, they were convinced the door was locked, which means the important detail the killer didn't know was... Obviously, the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
Aha.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
So I guess my question is, did Makoto know that the nameplates had been switched?
And yet, he's absolutely right.
I can't remember that.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then...
Wait, so does that mean that the killer was actually trying to... No, it doesn't mean they were actually trying to kill us, because they didn't... Okay,
and
okay.
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Right.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That's right. Also, something that I'm wondering is... Makoto's toolset still has been unopened, right? I'm wondering, does this mean that it was a male who killed Sayaka because they used their toolkit to try to open the knob? Or maybe they didn't use their toolkit. Maybe they just tried busting it.
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Right. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Do you know what that means, Hifumi? Doesn't mean good things for you.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Then we all die.
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Bad idea, Ishimaru. You are the bad idea king.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
No.
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Please tell me it wasn't you, Hagakure.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Alright, let's hear it.
Oh, you.
Come on now.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
Aw.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Ah. Yeah, that's a good question. Did she, like, drop the key whenever she went to get the knife? That doesn't make sense because she was so scared and paranoid. She wouldn't have accidentally dropped the key.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
A little bit, but it's not beyond the realm of possibility.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
You can't do that though, right?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Right.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way.
Yeah, what does that mean?
They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
I mean, if they listened to them talk, well, you can't hear inside the room, so they wouldn't have heard the conversation because that took place in our room. So even if someone did come and claim to be Makoto, she wouldn't have opened the door because Makoto said, "Don't open the door even for me."
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Ay caramba, Hifumi.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
The reason there's no way Sayaka invited her killer into the room, I already have the answer. It's because we had that whole conversation about it.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
That's right. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? That's right.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
What?
Huh?
No, you didn't see her. She was shook.
Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Look at what? Wait a minute, what? What? What is that? Okay, this is evidence we have not seen yet. There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? And that's Sayaka's name at the bottom of it. This seems like a pretty unexpected development, friends. And in the next episode of Kip Plays DanganRonpa, we're going to finish this trial and find out who done it, but more importantly, we're going to find out why. And that's what I think makes DanganRonpa one of the most incredible game series out there, is the whys are so well meshed with the evidence and the motives, and dang, that's all I can say right now, friends. You know, here's the thing. If you haven't played this game, I don't really want a lot of comments that are speculating on who, you know, I don't know. You might get it right, and I don't want you to spoil it for anyone. So go ahead and, you know, let me know if you have an idea of who it is, but don't tell me what that idea is. You know what I mean? So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I have been, and I will continue to be Kip Icon as long as you, friends, continue to what? Follow your drams. Bye.